Everyone, welcome once again to Chem.Top. Today I am starting part 3 of chapter 8 of class 12 D and F block elements. In this part we will study about the potassium dichromate and potassium permanganate. Topics covered in this part are preparation of potassium dichromate, interconversion of chromate ion and dichromate ions into each other and vice versa, structure of chromate and dichromate ion, and oxidizing properties of potassium dichromate in acidic medium. Similarly, we have preparation of potassium permanganate, then action of heat on potassium permanganate, then oxidizing properties of potassium permanganate in alkaline as well as in acidic medium, and structure of manganate and permanganate ion. So let us start our chapter with potassium dichromate. Its formula is K2Cr2O7. It is orange colored solid. K2Cr2O7 is very important compound used in leather industry. Similarly, it is also used as oxidizing agent in the preparation of many azo compounds. Now I am taking preparation of potassium dichromate. Potassium dichromate is prepared by chromite ore, that is FeCr2O4. It is a mixture of FeO and Cr2O3 and it is also known as chrome iron. So in first step, this chromite ore, that is FeCr2O4, reacts with sodium carbonate and oxygen and convert into sodium chromate, that is Na2CrO4, along with the formation of Fe2O3 and CO2. In second step, this Na2CrO4, that is sodium chromate, reacts with sulfuric acid to form sodium dichromate, that is Na2Cr2O7, along with the formation of Na2SO4 and H2O. This Na2SO4 and H2O crystallize in the form of Na2SO4.10H2O, leaving Na2Cr2O7 in the orange colored solution. In third step, Na2Cr2O7, that is sodium dichromate, reacts with KCl and converted into potassium dichromate, that is K2Cr2O7. So this is the preparation of potassium dichromate. In first step, we convert chromite ore into sodium chromate. In second step, sodium chromate into sodium dichromate. And in third step, sodium dichromate into potassium dichromate. Now the next thing is interconversion of chromate ion into dichromate ion. Now, potassium chromate formula is K2CrO4, while potassium dichromate formula is K2Cr2O7. In potassium chromate, chromate ions are present, that is CrO4 minus 2 ions. And in dichromate, Cr2O7 2 minus ions are present. Now, remember one thing, the oxidation state of chromium is +6 in both the ions. Now, this is very important that in acidic medium, chromate ion convert into the dichromate ions and the reaction is CrO4 2 minus reacts with H plus to convert Cr2O7 2 minus and H2O. So remember one thing, whenever the medium is acidic, dichromate ion exists. On the other hand, in basic medium, dichromate ions converted into chromate ions. That is Cr2O7 minus 2 in basic medium, that is OH minus की presence में, it convert into CrO4 minus 2, that is chromate ions. So in basic medium, chromate ions exist. Now the next is structure of potassium chromate is tetrahedral. So this is chromate ion structure, tetrahedral manner. This is actually the resonance hybrid, -2 is the charge over all the 4 oxygen atoms. Now look here, in dichromate ions, 2 tetrahedra sharing one corner with CrO-Cr bond. So this is the structure of dichromate ion. So now I am starting the oxidizing properties of K2Cr2O7. K2Cr2O7 is used as primary standard in volumetric analysis, that is in titrations. Now in acidic medium, it acts as good oxidizing agent and its oxidizing action in acidic medium can be represented by the following equation. Now here Cr2O7 2 minus is converted into Cr plus 3. That is oxidation state of chromium is converted from +6 to +3. Now you can balance this equation with the help of balancing, which we already studied in the class 11th redox reactions. So this is the balanced chemical equation for the oxidizing action of dichromate ions in acidic medium. Now because of its oxidizing properties, it can oxidize so many compounds. Now first is iodide into iodine. Now iodide is I minus, iodine is I2. Here one electron change for one atom and for two atoms 2 electron change are there. Now this equation, first you write down the dichromate ion equation, This we copy down as it is from here. Now here 2 electrons change, and in first equation there are 6 electron change. So to balance equation, you multiply the second equation with 3. Then you sum these two equation, and the sum is the balanced chemical equation for the conversion of iodide into iodine with the help of dichromate ion. Now the second is it oxidizes ferrous salts to ferric salt. Now ferrous salt is Fe plus 2, ferric is Fe plus 3. Plus 2 to plus 3, there is a change of 1 electron. To balance electron, you should multiply this equation by 6. Now add these two equations, and this is the final equation, that is Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus 6 Fe plus 2 converted into 2Cr plus 3 plus 6 Fe plus 3 plus 7H2. You should remember one thing, that on left hand side and right hand side, both charge as well as atom should be balanced. Now the third is it oxidizes H2S to sulfur. Now H2S converted into sulfur. Here sulfur is in -2 oxidation state, here 0. So 2 electron change is there. So to balance this, we multiply this equation with 3. Now add these two equations. So the final equation is Cr2O7 2 minus plus 8H plus 3H2S converted into 2Cr plus 3 plus sulfur plus 7H2O. This is the balanced chemical equation. Now the fourth is it oxidizes stannous, that is Sn plus 2 salt into stannic, that is Sn plus 4 salt. Now Sn plus 2 and Sn plus 4. 2 electrons difference is there. So there are change of 2 electron. So to balance electron, you just multiply this complete equation with 3. Now add these two equations. So this is the final balanced chemical equation, that is Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus 3 Sn plus 2 gives 2 Cr plus 3 plus 3 Sn plus 4 plus 7H2O. Now the next important compound is potassium permanganate, that is KMnO4. It is dark purple colored solid. Now its preparation. It is prepared by the reaction of MnO2 and KOH in the presence of oxidizing agent like KNO3. So when MnO2 reacts with KOH in the presence of oxygen, first it is converted into potassium manganate, that is K2MnO4, and it is green in color. Now manganate ion disproportionate in neutral or acidic medium to convert it into permanganate ion. So manganate ion MnO4 minus 2 when reacts with H plus, it is converted into MnO4 minus, and in this way manganate is converted into permanganate. This is the first preparation method. Now second is the commercial preparation. Now commercially, potassium permanganate is prepared by the fusion of MnO2 followed by its electrolytic oxidation. Now MnO2 when fused with KOH and oxidized in the presence of KNO3, it is converted into manganate ion as we see earlier. Now when manganate ion is formed, it electrolytic oxidized in alkaline medium and gets converted into MnO4 minus. So the first step is same in both the reaction, and in second step there is electrolytic oxidation in alkaline solution. Now the third is lab preparation. Now Mn plus 2 salt is oxidized by the peroxo disulfate to permanganate ions. Now this is Mn plus 2 ion. Any salt of Mn can be taken. Now this is peroxo disulfate ions. Now when they react with each other, then it is converted into MnO4 minus, that is permanganate ion, along with the formation of sulfate and H plus. Now properties of KMnO4. The first is action of heat. This is very important. When KMnO4 is heated up to 513 Kelvin, then it is converted into manganate ion along with the formation of MnO2 and oxygen. Now the next is its oxidizing nature. Now remember one thing, KMnO4 acts as powerful oxidizing agent in neutral, acidic and alkaline all the medium, but it is most powerful in acidic medium followed by neutral and then in alkaline medium. Now first I am taking the oxidizing nature of KMnO4 in neutral or slightly alkaline medium. Now here it acts as moderately powerful oxidizing agent. Now the reaction is MnO4 is converted into MnO2. Now here the oxidation state of manganese changes from +7 to +4, and you can balance the equation in the similar way. Now so balanced chemical equation is MnO4 minus plus 2H2O plus 3 electron gives MnO2 plus 4 OH minus. OH minus produced in this reaction make the medium slightly alkaline even if we start from the neutral medium. Now Oxidizing action of KMNO4 in neutral or alkaline medium are as follows. First is it converts thiosulfate into sulfate, that is oxidation state of sulfur changes from +2 to +6. So the equation, first you copy down this equation as it is. Now thiosulfate is S2O3 2 minus and it is converted into sulfate, that is SO4 2 minus. So you balance it in the same way by balancing. Now you add these two equations. So the final balanced equation is 8MnO4 minus plus S2O3 2 minus plus H2O gives 8MnO2 plus 6SO4 2 minus plus OH minus. In this way, thiosulfate is converted into sulfate. Now the second reaction is it oxidizes iodide into iodate. Iodide is I minus, iodate is IO3 minus, and the equation is I minus plus 6OH minus gives IO3 minus plus 3H2O plus 6 electron. Just sum these reactions and you get the final equation, that is 2MnO4 minus plus H2O plus I minus gives 2MnO2 plus 2OH minus plus IO3 minus. Now the next is oxidation in acidic medium. Now in acidic medium, KMNO4 is very strong oxidizing agent and its equation is MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 5 electron converted into Mn plus 2 plus 4H2O, that is Mn's oxidation state changes from +7 to +2. Now the first is it oxidizes iodide into iodine. Now iodide is I minus, iodine is I2. Now two iodine atoms, so balance it, 2I minus converted into I2 and 2 electron change, so write down 2 electron. Now to balance electrons, here 5 electrons are present, here 2 electrons are present. So you multiply the first equation with 2 and the second equation by 5. Then add these two equations and you get the final equation, that is MnO4 minus 2 molecules plus 16H plus 10I minus gives 2Mn plus 2 plus 8H2O plus 5I2. Now the second is it oxidizes Fe plus 2 into Fe plus 3, that is ferrous salt that is green in color into ferric salt that is yellow in color. Now first equation you write down as it is. Now the second equation, ferrous, that is Fe plus 2 converted into Fe plus 3, there is change of 1 electron. Now to balance 5 electron you should multiply this equation with 5 and then add these two equations and you get the final equation, MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 5 Fe plus 2 gives Mn plus 2 plus 5 Fe plus 3 plus 4H2O. Now the next is oxalate ions or oxalic acid to CO2. Oxalate ion is C2O4 2 minus and it gives CO2. Now there is a change of 2 electrons and to balance the electron you should multiply this equation by 5 and the above equation by 2, and when you add these two equations you get the final equation, that is 2MnO4 minus plus 16H plus C2 5 C2O4 2 minus gives 2Mn plus 2 plus 8H2O plus 10 CO2. Now the next is hydrogen sulfide to sulfur. Hydrogen sulfide में S minus 2 ions are present and sulfur is S. So there are change of 2 electron. Now to balance the electron you should multiply this equation with 5 and the above equation with 2, then add these two equations and you get the final equation. Now the next is sulfurous acid to sulfite or sulfide to sulfate. Now here the first you write down the first equation as it is. Now second equation sulfate, that is SO3 2 minus converted into SO4 2 minus. There is a change of 2 electron when you balance it. So you should multiply the above equation with 2 and the equation below with 5 and then add these two equations, you get the final equation, that is 2MnO4 minus plus 6H plus 5 SO3 2 minus converted into 2Mn plus 2 plus 3H2O plus 5 SO4 2 minus. Now the next equation is conversion of nitrite into nitrate. Nitrite is NO2 minus, nitrate is NO3 minus. So there is a change of 2 electron. So to balance it we multiply the upper equation with 2 and the below equation with 5 and add these two equations, you will get the final equation, that is 2MnO4 minus plus 6H plus 5 NO2 minus gives 2Mn plus 2 plus 5 NO3 minus plus 3H2O. Remember one thing, whenever we use KMNO4 as oxidizing agent in acidic medium, then we should use only H2SO4 to acidify it. We cannot use HCl and we cannot use HNO3. Now what is the reason? This is very important question और कई बार आपसे वाइवा में पूछा जाता है because this titration is in your course KMNO4 versus oxalic acid or KMNO4 versus more salt. So we should not HCl because KMNO4 oxidize HCl into Cl2 gas. So when you use this HCl into your titration, then some amount of KMNO4 used to convert HCl into Cl2. So your reading will be greater than your original reading. The equation is KMNO4 when reacts with HCl, it is converted into MnCl2, KCl, Cl2 plus water. So Cl2 is liberated in here. Now we should not use HNO3 also. Why? Because HNO3 is a good oxidizing agent, and because it is good oxidizing agent, it itself start oxidizing. That is why the amount of KMNO4 used in the titration will be less because HNO3 acts as oxidizing agent in this case. Now the equation is KMNO4 reacts with H2SO4 and it convert it into K2SO4 plus MnSO4 plus H2O plus nascent oxygen. Now the next is structure of manganate and permanganate ion. We know that manganate ion is MnO4 minus 2 and permanganate ion is MnO4 minus. Both the structures are tetrahedral, but here in manganate ion the color is green and in permanganate ion the color is purple. And the second thing is that manganate ions are paramagnetic in nature because of the presence of one unpaired electron, while permanganate ion is diamagnetic in nature. Thank you. Hope you like the video. If you find it useful, please hit the like button and also subscribe my channel for the upcoming videos. Thank you.